I save my tears for weddings and presidential elections. I save my tears for weddings and presidential elections, and America the Beneficent thrusts anthems up my spleen, calls it deprecation without representation, so God bless Old Glory. Bless Old Glory with sufficient stars and stripes to vandalize, to even my bowels lose their allegiance. I am a casualty of domestic terrorism, but America's image casts no reflection, and lynchings are no longer the rage. Lynchings are no longer the rage because state-sanctioned genocide suffices. And prison systems compete with the Atlantic for who holds the most slaves on death row. We live in an era of democracy. The retribution of the afflicted dissidents blow up U.S. entitlement and self-appreciation, and the three blind mice are outraged. There is no spare change for self-imposed tragedies. We bankrupt before the Depression. We are misconceived foreign citizens who sweated this economy through the blood of capitalism. So silhouettes and profilings require that you know your place. So assume the nigger position, nigga. And keep your eyes on the national policy. You are getting very sleepy. You are getting very sleepy. You will not see what you really know. So lift every voice and sing and join the organ grinder's tune. This is America's favorite sing-along. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early plight? New political pimps occupy opaque condominiums on Pennsylvania Avenue. They pray like pious prostitutes, but they don't use condoms. They train and arm their adversaries in order to kill their offspring. We are third world soldiers who don't cry in public. Mistaken identity aborts freedom, and the national opinion is infected with syphilis of patriotism. They preach the imminent eulogy for justice. We are the offspring of Emmett Till and still breathe the muddy water incarnation, the purple color of our existence, the congealed breath of intended victims. We are America's unsolved national homicide. So forget your damn Holocaust. Continue to smile for the camera while the Republic continues to eat its young, to support its humanitarian efforts and balance the budget of its domestic foreign policies, its sacrifice, its homegrown aliens, the bastard image of U.S. hypocrisy. But things will be different. Things will be different when we get back to the ideas of the baby daddies of the Constitution. Then I remember we didn't have any founding fathers. We only had motherfuckers. So tonight, I am reconstructing promises and dreams reluctant travelers left behind. Dislocated community. Gift wrapping and placing them beneath the hearth of expectancy, warming leftover hopes, and allowing change to boil, not pennies, but real change. The kind that takes place in a man's heart when he realizes that dollars and physical pleasure ain't really enough to satisfy his soul. See, life has a little bit more meaning than fucking. And it's ironic how the pieces don't fit together anymore. Before they became the commentary of a dismembered family puzzle, the black enigma, and the getting on is hard. Difficult when So much has been lost, taken too damn much, and sometimes I wonder how they did it. Your folks and mine, when they forfeited so much of themselves, and we got Mercedes and BMWs and can't remember where we's from or where we's going.
Hello.
So I am painting optimism, not with what I got, but with who I am, because see, they only want you to have what they want to give you.
That's right.
So I am doing a lot of digging these days, going deeper than ground level, beneath the surface of bullshit and the lies we tell ourselves. We want to convince other people that we're something we're not. See, I want to know who I am and not be convinced of what other people think I ought to be. I am being careful because Mama said so. Singing them songs Mud Deer used to sing. Planting some of that good seed my daddy gave me, because I want to leave something behind for my children that needs just a little bit more than a life insurance policy. And this right here is a confession of a black man who's finally come to grips with himself. See, when I first grew up, I was a man. Now I am learning how to be a voluntary African-American man. And I'm not hating on nobody, because enough of that was laid at my doorstep before I was born just because of my nappy head. So I hope y'all like who you is, just like I like who I am and where I am from, the real West Side, Mother Africa. I'm remembering those gory island-fettered promises because I got keys to the original covenant. I am reviving dreams that have been tossed overboard because I can swim in deep water. I am discovering treasures of legacies long forgotten, keeping time on the Atlantic Ocean floor. See, I know that there was a Holocaust. I said, I know that there was a Holocaust. They just don't want to recall mine. So I am doing my own remembering, creating my own holidays, creating my own language out of my own native tongue. I am not trying to recover shit that was taken. Here it is, the second millennium, and they are still trying to steal my culture. I ain't trying to live in the midst of forgetting, because that's how we got here on American shores, and just because I got some cheddar in my pocket, because that's how we got here on American shores in the first place. And we act like we stagger like a punch-drunk fighter, watching while our ripened eggs is falling from trees, because we only most vulnerable to we. Ain't nobody going to count me out. I'm going to count myself in and accept the responsibility bestowed of being the architects of true humanity, shapeshifters and pyramid builders, designers of true humanity. Yes, I am going to build something unprecedented of communities and families. I am going to save myself from extinction at my own hands. I'm going to believe in who and what I am. And I am raising my own children. As tonight, y'all, I am reconstructing promises and dreams 300 years of slavery Jim Crow couldn't destroy. I am pulling down Confederate flags from state capitals. And I am defining myself by my own standards. Because we don't need another hero except for ourselves. And this right here is a confession. This right here is a confession of a black man. This right here tonight is a confession of a black man who has finally got enough courage to come to grips with himself. Because there ain't no such thing as a Superman.